Lessons.
In today's modern world, English has become a global language, and mastering it brings many opportunities in both work and international communication. However, one of the biggest challenges for English learners, especially those in non-English speaking countries, is achieving fluency in communication. Today's topic will focus on how to speak and read English fluently. Through the conversation between two characters, Sophie, who is struggling with English speaking, and Mark, who is more experienced, we will explore practical methods to improve language skills. From this, learners can discover useful strategies and apply them to their studies, becoming more confident in communicating in English. Let's get started.
Hey Sophie, you mentioned you're having trouble with your English speaking fluency. How's it going?
Yeah, I've been feeling stuck lately. I understand English pretty well, but speaking it fluently is still a big challenge for me. I keep hesitating and translating everything in my head before I speak.
That's pretty common. I used to have the same problem. You know, it's not just about knowing the vocabulary or grammar. Fluency comes from practice, and a lot of it. Have you been practicing speaking regularly?
Not as much as I should. I feel nervous speaking in front of native speakers. What if I make mistakes?
Everyone makes mistakes, it's part of learning. You just have to focus on getting comfortable with speaking, not perfection. One thing that helped me was finding a language partner. Someone you can talk to without feeling judged.
A language partner. That sounds interesting, but what do you usually talk about?
Anything really. The key is to have natural conversations, even about simple topics like your day, hobbies, or plans for the weekend. The more relaxed the conversation, the more comfortable you'll feel, and over time, your brain will stop translating every word.
That makes sense. I tend to focus too much on getting everything right. I guess I need to relax a bit.
Exactly. Another great method is shadowing. Have you heard of that?
No, what's that?
It's a technique where you listen to someone speaking in English like a podcast, YouTube video, or movie scene, and then repeat what they're saying, trying to mimic their intonation, speed, and accent. It helps you sound more natural, and it's great for improving fluency.
That sounds fun. So you just listen and copy everything they say.
Pretty much. Start with something simple and gradually move on to more complex content. Also, don't forget to read aloud. Pick an article, a book, or even song lyrics, and read them out loud regularly. It trains your tongue to get used to English sounds.
I think I can do that. I've been listening to a lot of English music recently, so maybe I'll start with song lyrics.
That's perfect. Songs are a great way to learn new vocabulary and practice pronunciation. And another thing, don't just read or listen, but talk to yourself in English. Describe what you're doing, what you see around you, or even your thoughts. It might feel weird at first, but it helps a lot.
Talk to myself. I've never thought of that. But I guess it makes sense. There's no one to judge you, and you can practice anytime.
Exactly. It boosts your confidence too. And when you're ready, try joining English-speaking groups online or in person, like language exchange meetups. Talking to different people will really push your skills forward.
That's a good idea. I'll look into it. Thanks for all these tips, Mark. I already feel more motivated to practice.
You'll do great, Sophie. Just keep practicing regularly and don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how you grow.
Vocabulary. In this section, we will explore important and useful vocabulary related to learning English and improving fluency in communication. Vocabulary is not just about individual words. It serves as a bridge that helps you express ideas, emotions, and information clearly and confidently. Understanding and using the right vocabulary will enable you to construct sentences and engage in conversations more coherently. We will examine the vocabulary that appears in the conversation between Mark and Sophie, including terms like fluency, hesitate, shadowing, and many others. By familiarizing yourself with these words, you will be able to apply them in everyday communication, hereby enhancing your listening, speaking, reading, and writing skills in English. Let's explore and expand your vocabulary. Fluency. The ability to speak a language easily and effectively. Hesitate. Pause before doing something, especially because you are nervous. Translate. Convert words from one language to another. Language partner. A person with whom you practice speaking a language. Shadowing. A learning technique where you mimic native speakers. Intonation. The rise and fall of the voice when speaking. Pronunciation. The way in which a word is pronounced.
Summary and questions.
The vocabulary we've just explored not only helps you better understand the conversation between Mark and Sophie, but also equips you with tools to improve your English skills. By actively using these words in your speaking practice, you'll quickly notice progress in your fluency and reading abilities. Now, let's move on to the summary and questions section, where we'll summarize the key points and provide some questions to review and reinforce what you've learned.
1. Why does Sophie struggle with fluency?
2. What is the shadowing technique, and how does it help with fluency?
3. How can reading aloud help improve English speaking skills?
4. Why does Mark suggest talking to oneself in English?
We've explored many useful methods and vocabulary to improve English fluency. I hope the knowledge and suggestions shared will help you progress further on your learning journey. Remember, persistence and regular practice will bring positive results. Thank you for joining today's lesson. Wishing you confidence and success in your English learning. See you again in future lessons, where we will continue to explore even more helpful insights. See you next time.